Well, hello everyone. My name is Catherine and welcome to another one of my speed paints. If you're new here, hi, how are you? It's great to meet you. And if you're a returning viewer, hi, how are you? It's great to see you again. I'm back at it with another character from Act 2 from the Supernatural AU, and if you haven't guessed from last week's speed paint, this is Daniel Howell, and Daniel Howell is Phil's familiar. And if you remember from the last part of Act 1, which is Chapter 10, the little black cat that helps Jack find Felix's room, that's Dan. So that little black cat that's running around in PJ's hotel is Dan, and he and Phil both live on the 3rd floor of PJ's hotel and don't leave very often. Well, Phil doesn't leave very often for reasons that I'll explain later, but Dan is kind of like the guardian of the hotel. Like, he is the one who will lead people around and show them where to be and all that good stuff that goes along with it. Phil just kind of shows them where the hotel is, but Dan is the one who shows them how to get around and how to get to the hotel and how to get where they need to be. But, yeah, so Dan is actually a special case for a familiar because he was just started out as a black cat. He wasn't even supposed to be a familiar. And in this world, there are specific breeds and specific animals that can be bred to be familiars for witches. But little Phil rescued this little stray kitty off the street and thought, I want this one to be my familiar. And it's a weird process of trying to get it, and it sometimes doesn't always work to try and get an animal that isn't a familiar to be a familiar. And it includes some rather depressing stuff that I'll get into when I write the story. But, yeah, so there are some features on Dan in his human form because of he wasn't born a familiar that still retain in his animal form. Like, he still has his cat eyes when he's a human, and he still has his claws. And I was debating on giving him cat ears and a tail, but it didn't fit the way I wanted it to, so I just kind of got rid of that idea, and I'm kind of glad I did. I like it a lot better without the cat eyes. Or, not the cat eyes, I'm sorry. I'm drawing the cat eyes, so that's kind of what came to my mind. Without the cat ears and the cat tail, because that kind of gives him this human appearance that he can go out on the streets with. I mean, there's the cat eyes and the fingernails, but, you know, contacts and stuff like that. But, yeah. Sorry this is late. I'm working very hard on something I want to get out for the 31st, and it's taking up a lot of my time. But, hopefully I'll have it done, and thankfully this one was a quick one, but here's the final picture. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked, leave a like. If you didn't like, tell me why. Tell me what I can improve on, and I hope that I will see you in the next speed paint. Bye!